to come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah. Hit boy. You got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding. I'm still hungry. Hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright light.
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the Minnesota Vikings. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down, going to the air with Love. That's taken in by Duvernay. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The tight end in motion right. Looking to throw again on second down. Love. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. In motion left goes a tight end. Now on 2nd and 13. Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll think the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
3rd and long for Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. And it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get this back to the 34-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one. Maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Following the interception, Love being chased out left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Love, they go play action now. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And gets us to the other side of the field across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
The blocked it man coverage on the left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Up the street, 10 cycles. Yellow, 1, set up.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football right now.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Play fake. Here's Love. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Red cycle.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Complete, it's Dotson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. We're scoreless after one. Straight ahead, Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the
touchdown. Evan Ingram from 13 yards out. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it looks like, yes, the Commanders have it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Touchdown, Washington.
From 3 yards out.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Nuwanger now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jahan Dotson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Red, yellow, light blue, cluster, 6. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaulden. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to do. Come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 1st and 10, Love. Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. In motion, the tight end.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. Going back to Love. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Gain of 12. 1st down, Washington.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
3 yards to go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he
is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense at one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Throwing. Love. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Love to throw for it on 4th. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Blue striker. Red, yellow.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. To the air again, Love. And now here is another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
First down, Love to pass. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Love delivers the pass to Rager on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 19 yards away. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First down, Washington.
Right back to him on first down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to win.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Jalen Blackman. And the Vikings are going to take over once again. And they'll head up their own 8-yard line. I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's got him to 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Love's throw complete to Rager.
Touchdown, Vikings! 77 yards. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll drop to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes. Throw them the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hawkinson, 32 yards. And the Vikings take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because The extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to them and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Commanders are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Slide for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score. Commanders 49.
Joey slide out and kick off after the touchdown. Nuwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things in this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rager catches it left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. He'll get this right back to Rager. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. This ball complete to Rager. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. And they'll send the tight end in motion. One last shot now for Love. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 5. And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan.